Hello, Comanche29 here, another Topic of the Week video. This week, I'm going to be talking about Luka and Kagami from Miraculous Ladybug. This week's topic was submitted by Julie on the Discord, and her topic is, why is Kagami a more interesting character than Luka, even though they both were introduced as secondary love interests for Adrien and Marinette, respectively? Well, it comes down to the very simple explanation in that Kagami has a character. Okay, let me just back this up a little bit. In Miraculous Ladybug, one of the things that really makes the show stick out is the love square. You've heard of love triangles, and you've heard of probably some love squares in shows where you have multiple people who all have, feelings for each other and it's all messy. But the love square in Miraculous Ladybug is unique in that it only involves two people, the actual main pairing. But you've got four different actual dynamics going on depending on whether it's their civilian identity or their superhero identity interacting with each other, because they all have different dynamics, and it's actually really funny. So any confusion between the characters is actually enjoyable because it's not multiple people, all conflicting with each other over, one person or something like that. It's two people who do like each other, but they don't realize it because they've got multiple identities. It's funny, it's interesting, and it really cuts out a lot of the stupid drama that love triangles normally bring because, well, once they find out that, who the other hero is, once they learn their secret identities, well, then they're just going to get together. Enter Kagami and Luka. These two characters act as an introduction to actual love triangles. Marinette and Kagami both like Adrien. Now, to be fair, love triangles aren't inherently bad, and this one is not terrible. Mainly from the fact that, well, Kagami's likable. And it's not like it's shoving in your face of Adrien shunning Marinette specifically to be in love with Kagami because Adrien's kind of dumb. Marinette's also kind of dumb. They're all kind of dumb. Okay, they're all really dumb. Just have to say that. But Kagami is a likable character. When she's first introduced, we learn what we need to know about Kagami in relation to her family, the expectations that are expected of her, her fencing, her pride, and we can understand why she would have feelings for Adrien. It's very simple. And Kagami herself is a sympathetic and likable character. She's also helpful in Marinette's development, or she really should be. Because when she interacts with, Marinette, it's very clear that both of them like Adrien. And she outright says to Marinette that if you don't make a move, I will. And I'm not going to hesitate. Now, blunt, yes. But it's also good to get Marinette's butt in gear. Like, if you like Adrien, actually properly ask him out. None of the roundabout ways, none of the leaving, confession letters that you didn't sign. Actually do something. So you're like, okay. So she has some effect in that regard. So she's a likable character. It's sensible why she would have feelings for Adrien. Her conflicts with Marinette aren't super, super awful, life or... She's not Lila, basically. So she's not just an absolute snake. And she could actually be a really positive, positive influence in Marinette's development as a character. And the ultimate development for Marinette and Adrien to get together, because we all know they're in-game. You don't spend years in multiple seasons building them up only to not do that. Luka, on the other hand, lacks basically any character. He's about as shallow as you can get. And I don't want to be saying that. I actually really like the idea of Luka. Pardon me. He's Julika's brother. He's a musician. And he's introduced in a time when Adrien can't hang out. Which, okay. Marinette doesn't get to be with Adrien that day. And she runs into Luka. And just falls for him somehow. I really hate that because it makes Marinette look really shallow. What is there to Luka? She thinks he's cute. He plays music and he gave her attention. What is his character? With Kagami, we know about her character. It's why she got akumatized in the first place. Losing that fencing match to Adrien, based on Marinette's judgment, it made her angry. It's what caused her to be akumatized. But with Luka, he's just introduced. He's effectively just a rebound. And not even like a rebound relationship. It's just because he gave Marinette attention when Adrien wasn't there. That's basically it. And she starts falling for him. I'm like, I'm sorry, wait, what? Look, we all know that Marinette is head over heels in love with Adrien. But we know why. Granted, it took waiting till the Origins episodes to get why. But we know why. We can see why she started to like him in that. She didn't even like him at first. But then she came to like him. And when she saw that he was a genuinely good guy, she fell in love with him. But with Luka, this really makes Marinette look really shallow. Why is there any competition? She can find him attractive, or maybe, for an episode, but why does he keep coming back? And if he keeps coming back, why haven't they done anything with his character? And this is what really bugs me. I mean, I wouldn't say that Miraculous Ladybug really focuses on character development with everyone, or really focuses on a lot of development, because a lot of the stuff is very episodic. But at least it will put an effort forward in a lot of characters, even if they only appear once. There's some conflict going on, some reason why, usually people who are akumatized. There's usually some reason behind it, or there's some backstory a character has. It's usually, pretty simple. It doesn't need to be complicated. But when you're pushing a character like Luka forward, actually have there be something to him. Actually have him mean something. We don't really have much of his character. Him being related to Julika is completely irrelevant. It doesn't really mean anything. And his involvement in here is just to create a love triangle with him, Marinette, and Adrien. So now we got 2 love triangles on top of the love square. And this is really starting to get messy. A lot of people aren't particularly happy with this, and I have to agree, I'm one of them. Why do we need actual love triangles? At least with the Kagami, it's not that bad. That's not that bad. But with Luka, you can almost feel the calculated nature of his introduction. Like, well, crap, we don't know how to keep stalling them revealing their identities for the reveal. So let's just throw this guy in to distract Marinette. And the funniest thing is that unless they actually specifically push Luka and then push Adrien, and they have to downplay Adrien, he's completely irrelevant. In episodes where he's not specifically like a focus, he either doesn't exist or barely makes a cameo. He's a meaningless character. So why is he being pushed? Well, at this point, just love triangle drama. And it's sinister, is that the right word? It doesn't really feel right, because you can tell that if you actually put Adrien and Luka side by side and had Marinette pick, she'd always pick Adrien every single time. There's no contest. And the fact that you actually have to specifically downplay Adrien or keep him away and forcibly push in Luka as some kind of romantic rival, just to make him remotely relevant, speaks volumes. Kagami has appeared in episodes and not actually been a primary focus. But I don't have any problem with that. I like seeing Kagami again. Even if there is a love triangle between her, Adrien, and Marinette, I don't really mind that one as much because I really like Kagami as a character. I'd like to see Kagami be happy. Just obviously it's not going to be with Adrien. And here's the thing. Here's what makes these actual love triangles so stupid. We know Adrien and Marinette are going to get together. We know that they're endgame. They have to be. I mean, they've gone through... There's been so much build-up for them to get together. That of course they're going to be the ones... Of course they're going to get together. Oblivio, it's a great episode, one of the best episodes of the show, showed that if they didn't have any of the preconceived notions of, oh, well, Marinette's just a friend, or, oh, no, I don't consider Chat Noir. With that gone, Adrien and Marinette immediately assumed they were dating, and then became this absolutely sweet couple. Because that's exactly what's going to happen when we eventually get the reveal. They're just going to start dating. There's no drama. Really, one of the things that only keeps them apart in a lot of ways is, one, revealing the identity, and two, any conflicted feelings they have between, for Marinette, it's Adrien and Chat Noir, and then for Adrien, it's Ladybug and Marinette. Shoot, in an episode, Marinette literally said that the main reason that she doesn't even consider Chat Noir as, seriously to date is because of Adrien. Finding out they're the same person? Where's the problem? They find out that their longtime superhero partner is also the love of their life. And someone they've been friends with for a while. There'd be no drama. There really wouldn't be. They'd just get together. There's nothing really keeping them apart, outside of them being stupid and not figuring things out. And you could really tell they're trying to stretch this and keep this going as long as possible, which I think is why they introduced these love triangles. And it's like, I could have gone with Kagami not being interested in Adrien and just being a good character. But with Luka, I'd love for Luka to have an actual character. I'd love for him to mean something. If at the very least, if he comes in, kind of shows interest in Marinette, and makes Adrien feel jealous, like, he doesn't know why, because, like I said, stupid. But he starts feeling like, why am I upset that someone else is showing interest in Marinette? She's just a friend, right? And you'd have Plague going, boy! And that could help Adrien finally get over his... Marinette's just a friend. Like, no, she's not just a friend, obviously. Not to you. But Luka just feels like he's there to just get in the way. Like he's just there for a couple of episodes just to bog things down. So that the reveal is pushed off even more. And the sad part is, like I said, this is all meaningless. Marinette and Adrien are obviously going to get together, making all of this love triangle nonsense completely pointless. At least with the love square, this is just these two characters not knowing the other's identities. So they all have these different interactions with the different versions of each other. And sure, once the reveal comes around, this is going to be changed. But we want to see that development. We want to see these characters grow. Well, after a few seasons of the same interactions and the same developments, it's like, yeah, I'd like to see this change, to be shaken up. But it's just these two characters involved. Once you start throwing in Luka and Kagami, this starts really mucking things up. It's honestly just pointless drama. But if you're going to be introducing this, do something with it. With Kagami, they have done something with it, which I don't understand why you don't just do that for Luka. Don't actually just have him just be in love with Marinette. Have some reason. The, Nathaniel, the artist guy who had a crush on Marinette. There's more justification for that. You could have made him the other part of this love triangle, and it would have worked a lot better. You could have picked random characters, and it feels pointless to introduce a character like Luka. To introduce a new character, give him focus, give him push, and then make him this bland milquetoast nothing character. He just feels like he's this perfect, flawless option to Adrien because there's things going on with Adrien. Adrien has a character because he has the stuff going on with his father and all the drama involved with his, strained relationship with him. But with Luka, there's nothing in the way. He's just perfect and flawless and gives Marinette the attention when Adrien doesn't. But that's it. There's really nothing. There's no real connection between between Marinette and Luka. Because the real connection is between Adrien and Marinette. We've seen this. Season after season, we've seen that. So what's the point? I think it's just to push the drama in just so they can keep postponing the actual reveal, which it's like, just have the reveal happen so we can move on from this. I mean, you see, the will they or won't they only goes so far. And it really annoys me with writers where they push the will they or won't they so far. They stretch things so thin where the justifications of these characters not getting together becomes paper thin. And then they'll get together much, much later on. People want to see these characters in a relationship. You develop this relationship with Adrien and Marinette year after year, season after season. We want to see them together. And I want to see them develop as characters in a relationship. Because there's stuff you can do in the relationship. Seeing them work together and balance their lives, but doing it together. It's like the show doesn't end the second they get together, and if these writers think that they have to keep postponing this as much as possible, no, you don't. Look, there have been a bunch of funny shenanigans that have been involved from the Love Square. A lot of funny stuff that has come up with this, and episodes that I've enjoyed. But it's got to stop at some point. It's like, we don't need actual love triangles. And if you're going to be doing something like this, use the characters in a proper way, like Kagami. We like Kagami. A lot of people love Kagami. Pair up Luka and Kagami. Do something like that. Actually, but give Luka some character. Don't just make him a useless side character that you keep pushing forward and acting like he's important, when he's really not. Because it all just comes off as a calculated move of trying to just insert drama to postpone the actual reveal. And it's just annoying. I really wish that they'd just do the reveal. Skip the love triangle drama. Just skip it. We don't need it. It's pointless. We know how it's going to end. And it's just annoying. And even past this, even past the reveal, I want them to do something with Luka's character. Because I can't see him existing outside of the situations that involve the love triangle. I can see Kagami existing and doing stuff outside of this. Her whole world isn't Adrien, but it seems like Luka just revolves around Marinette, really. Because he just shows up for this. And when he shows up, the fact that they have to downplay Adrien just so that he can have any kind of spotlight, well, it speaks volumes. Well, I think that's really about it. If you want to submit a topic to me, you can comment below if you're on YouTube. If you're on Tumblr, send me an ask, put topic : then whatever topic you want me to talk about. Or send me a topic in the topic submissions channel in the Discord. If you want to watch last week's topic video, you can check this out here. If you want to watch next week's topic video, you can check it out here when I get that done. So what are your thoughts on the whole love triangle drama and Miraculous Ladybug? Please comment below. And thank you for watching.